Have you ever felt like you don't belong into this world? Like you don't fit in any of the groups or communities you enter? Like no matter what you're doing, things seem to get wrong. People misunderstand you, or you have no real meaningful connection into your life. Have you ever felt like that into your life? If you did, I'm so happy you're here. This video may be so right for you. Hi there, I am Cali from Gentle Awakening, and I'm so excited you're here. Throughout most of my life, I've been through serious challenges that I couldn't see their meaning, I couldn't see their wisdom, I couldn't connect with what is it that I have to learn from this. And there was so much misunderstanding and so much despair, terror into my experience of life. There was no support, there was no meaning to my life, there was no purpose, there was no clarity, it was just so painful. Life was so painful. There were two critical moments into my life when I tried to commit suicide because there was nothing else left for me. I couldn't bring myself back together. There was no one to speak about with. There was no support around. I'm sharing all this because now I understand a bit better what was happening for me. And I have quite a wider perspective right now to understand why all these challenges, why all the trauma in the childhood, and what is the wisdom of all the life experiences that I've had. And I want to share this with you because I want you to understand the power of transformation. I want you to understand how much power we actually have to shift and to transform from life situation to another, from a state of consciousness to another. I was basically an isolated, sick, sad, anxious, and highly fearful being in my younger adulthood who didn't wanted to do life anymore, to being a powerful leader that connects so easily and has so much flow in life and has so much freedom and openness in the body and has so much vibrant health. And I want to share this with you because I want you to know that this is possible. This is such a powerful experience for one to have, to shift, transform from sickness to health, from depression to vitality, to optimism, to vibrancy, and to aliveness in the whole body system. This is something we should all experience. And I can feel it so much more because I know how it feels to not feel like that. I remember I was going out with friends, with people, and I was feeling so disconnected. I was feeling like there is no meaning for me, for my presence over there. There was no purpose for me being there. We were going to parties and I was just randomly put there, like there was no real meaning for my presence over there. I couldn't engage, I couldn't connect with what was happening. My friends were having all the cocktails and dancing, and I was simply disconnected. Maybe I was looking like I was doing the same things, but I was not there. I was never engaged in the mundane activities. I was never connected with doing these common things that people tend to do. That I was crying myself out to sleep at night. I was feeling miserable. Later on, I came to understand what was the meaning of all the suffering that I've been through my whole life. If you've ever resonated with this kind of experiences that I've shared about, you may have the call of God. The call of God is when you are highly connected to a higher purpose, to a higher meaning, a connection to a real that is not highly popular into this world as we know it today. Your need for connection, for intimacy, for purpose, for meaning is so high, it is truly difficult to engage in the mundane experiences of life simply because you know already that they are meaningless. The call of God is this inner fire towards service, is the drive to sustain existence as it's meant to be, is to honor the way of nature, is to humbly engage into universal laws and to allow life to take its course naturally. Is this inner responsibility that burns inside of you and that wants to be fulfilled. You cannot connect with everyone. You are not for everyone. And this experience is not understood by everyone. The ones who go through this experience of life are very misunderstood. And it's hard for them to connect with most of the people. And it is not a simple journey. And it requires so much resilience, it requires so much strength. Because it is the path that burns you so badly. You must learn to become an alchemist because life brings you so much pain because you feel so much connection with pain. And if you don't know what that is, if you don't have a language for your experience yet, it can feel like a punishment. It can feel like a burden. It can feel like a fire burning you from the inside. As you learn and you mature on your path, as you develop understanding and language to take care of yourself in this experience, you will learn how to alchemize powerful emotions because you know how strong you can feel them. Despair, terror, pain, frustration, rage. You know them very well. You know that you must do something with them. You cannot disregard them. Of God, it's exactly this path that teaches you how to alchemize, how to transform, how to burn all that is not true so that what is real can stay. I understand now that the challenges that I've had throughout my life put me down to my knees. So I learned surrender. So I learned how to trust. So I learned faith. This didn't came very easily. I had to learn my lessons. I had to learn so directly because to be able to sustain the strength of this fire, you must be very open. You must be very honest and transparent. There is no other way. This path doesn't give you many options, but to keep on burning what is not true, so what is real can stay. Know that what you experience is not for nothing. There is a deeper meaning to your disconnection, to your strong feelings, to your misunderstandings. And if you learn the right language for yourself and you surround yourself with the right community, you can create such a big impact over the world and you can support so many people. More and more of us awaken to this inner calling that cannot be disregarded anymore. And we don't have the language for it. We don't know how to be with it. We don't know how to connect from this place with the world. And once we learn how to do it, oh my God, oh my God, there is so much magic awaiting. There are miracles happening all the time as you open up and you trust deeply to all the experiences that created challenges for you. And you realize the power that resides inside of you of transformation. You can trust that.